Last night on Guns and Gadgets channel, about midnight, Guns and Gadgets put up a video on how the law enforcement are being punished in Virginia for standing up for the Second Amendment. And doesn't that make you wonder, why in the world do we have a Constitution when no son of a bitch wants to follow it? They act like it's the plague. Well, this is on Channel 10 News. I want to zoom this in. This is over from the Lynchburg Reporter, February 21st, 2020. Now, this came out late last night. Anyway, they want to punish these people for standing up for our Constitution. Wow. And here we are. We want to punish the people who aren't. And they didn't get no pay raise. Senator Bill Stanley claims Democrats are punishing deputies over the Second Amendment sanctuaries. They only wanted a 3% raise. Okay? People. So, Thursday night, the 3% increase did not pass in the Senate. Republican Senator Bill Stanley took to Facebook claiming Democrats are punishing deputies over the Second Amendment sanctuary. Stanley said the Democratic Majority House leader told him that the reason they voted for a no pay hike was tonight, just now, on the Senate floor. I better zoom this in. I want you people to see this too. Tonight, just now on the Senate floor, I tried to amend the state budget to give all of our men and women of Virginia's Sheriff's Department a 3% raise for this year. It was defeated, with all the Democrats voting no. When I went up to get a vote count from the clerk, Majority Leader Dick Saslaw came up and said this to me. Hey, Stanley, you want to know why your sheriffs didn't get a raise? Because they came to our committees and said they weren't going to enforce our laws. And it says Seymour. When I asked him what he was talking about, he said gun control. I was shocked that the Democrats are now punishing our local sheriff's department by eliminating a pay raise for them and for their choice to protect and defend our citizens' Second Amendment rights. Democrats want to restrict a citizen's right to protect themselves, but won't pay our sheriff's deputy to protect Virginia. Hypocrisy has a name. They're using their deputies as a political pawn. This is what gets me. You know, we have a Constitution, people. And what does our Constitution say when you read it? When it comes to the firearm rights, it says that the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution ratifies and preserves for every citizen the right to keep and bear arms, and moreover, that Congress or any other instrumentality of the federal government is constitutionally barred from infringing that right. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Everybody will tell you that. Both the federal government and the states are bound by it. Period. Now, for these doggone Democrats to come out like they have been, I mean, big time, they're saying, well, the Constitution doesn't matter anymore, only tyranny matters. That's basically what these assholes are saying. Now, I'll put a link to this. I'll put a link to Guns and Gadgets thing. They also have another bill coming up, people, for next year. For all these sheriffs and any other kind of law enforcement or any kind of officials over there in Virginia, you have a chance of losing your benefits for when you retire. They want to tax the living hell out of them because of what you stood up for. Now, we got men and women in the United States Armed Forces supposedly fighting for our republic, our government, our way of life, for our Constitution, and they take an oath to uphold and defend that Constitution from foreign and domestic enemies. I think it's time to bring the troops home and take out these anti-American enemies that seem to have been infiltrated the Congress, the Senate, and moreover even the Supreme Court. All these governors, these state governors, bring them home, just round up the enemies and dispatch them. Like I said, I'll put a link to this and to Guns and Gadgets channel, because he's the one that put this out last night and made me look around. Stay vigilant, people. Do not let these people get any more of a foothold than they have. And the foothold they had, go get your vice grips and your screwdriver out and pry them loose. Bring the troops home, have them take care of the enemies here, or we'll have to do it for them. Thanks for watching.